I hate going to the dentist. I went to the dentist last Friday, and I kind of have to because I have a small cavity. And the thing of it is, I originally had an appointment for both the cleaning and to get the filling. But the person that's involved with the filling, they went home early. When I heard that, I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" Like, I did this weeks, months in advance. And the whole point of making that appointment was to have both the clean and the cavity filling because you can't do the cavity filling unless you have the cleaning. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, well, why can't you go to a different dentistry? Some of them are not taking new patients, others don't take the insurance that I have, and a good and vast majority of them are not taking people until they're so booked that they are booked like later in the year. Like I remember there was one was booked until December. I'm like, no, I need this now. Like I need this taken care of like right away. Because if it's not taken care of right away, then I am gonna wind up on my a friend of mine who he had the root canal due to tooth decay, and they thought that a simple crown was going to do so. It turns out that the tooth that they did procedure on broke entirely, so now they have to pull it out. So he's going to either figure out that to have an implant or get the gum sewn up. He says that the good thing is it's way in the back, so you don't really notice it. But I mean, that's tough to get. My mom's gotten a few teeth pulled out. My dad got a tooth pulled out, and he got like this one pulled out, and it's still there. It's funny though, but yeah. So that's what I was trying to do. So they were doing the cleaning, and I hate it. This was not a traditional cleaning. I've been to cleanings and they're actually using water. They're actually using foam and everything. No, they didn't use that at all. What they did, they were scraping off, using their instruments to scrape off their stuff. And I hate that because they're actually going in. Like, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but every time I go, oh, your gums are bleeding, they're really puffy and things like that. Yeah, because you're freaking scraping it. Like, you're poking it. Like, it's common sense, you know? I actually found out. Well, I have two. I used to have braces, and I had both the bottom. I have both the permanent retainers on the bottom and the top of the bottom of my teeth and the top of the teeth. And unfortunately, normal floss can't go in it, and you have the threaded floss that is meant for those who have orthodontic procedures. But even then, it can only do so much. So I was told that the water flosser works because I have that, and that it can help out. It can blow out whatever it can blow out. The issue is, unfortunately, my bottom retainer is collecting a lot more calluses. That's what the hygienist said. And that because of the saliva glands, it's kind of not giving it enough time to get rid of it. The bacteria is collecting on it and so forth. Well, yeah, saliva has natural bacteria. What do you want me to do? And then they recommend that I floss more in that area. Well, it's kind of hard to do because especially when you see my teeth, because the braces did like a number on my bottom teeth, because the whole idea when I got the braces was to get rid of a gap right here. I used to have a bit of a gap. That was the whole point. But they were like, oh my God, like an overbite that could cause some really massive damage and things like that. My mom and dad have an overbite and they're fine. They're not having any issues. But they put the permanent retainer both on the bottom and top ones. She said that if I don't get a job on it, or then again, there's so much you can do. She says that if it's not corrected or it's not taken care of in the way that it needs to be taken care of, it could promote bone loss. Well, I haven't had any issues with that. I was like, okay, well, right now is it fine? Oh, yeah, it's fine. That's all I care about. I'm not worried about in the future, things like that. I mean, I'll worry about it now. I'm worried about now. And once now is okay, good. then we can proceed of, hey, what can we prevent to make sure it doesn't happen in the future? I was like, I'm not worried about that. Is it good now? That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to lose. My worst fear is losing my front teeth. That's my worst fear. So I'm trying to prevent it. But she said that it could promote bone loss, and to prevent that from going any further, they are thinking that they can remove the bottom retainer. Well, get this. Even if they remove the bottom retainer, they don't do replacements. Orthodontics do replacements. So it's like, okay, well, what the heck then? I might as well not do it then. Because they said you're going to have to either, the orthodontist will refer you to an orthodontist if it gets to that point. But you're either going to have the option to have an overnight retainer, or have the retainer that they put brackets on the canines, and then the wire just goes around. Because I have the one where like each area has, like, it's glued, has each tooth has a stub, which is why it's hard to floss. I have to use that threader to get in between the two. So she says she recommends that you get a electric toothbrush, which I did to help out. I'm actually going to go it all on the bow behind it. I think that'll be the best bet. And they gave me a new toothbrush, because the toothbrush that I was using, I thought it was helping my gums, because it's actually one that helps your gums out. But it looks like it wasn't doing a good enough job like I thought it was. So she said, rinse first and then floss. No, I'm going to brush first. Then I'm going to floss. Then I'm going to use the water flosser so that it goes in whatever I messed up. And then I'm going to rinse. With the Paradox mouthwash. It actually helps out a lot. Like, I can feel the difference, because I used to have, it wasn't bad, but I used to have, like, you can actually feel the nasty plaque that gets stuck on your teeth. So I used to feel that a lot, and then ever since I was using Paradox, like both the toothpaste and the mouthwash, excuse me, it's helped a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear. I can't get it to squeak. Yeah, but it was squeaking. It was like so. There's nothing there. It's like smooth, nothing crusty or nasty. It's smooth. So that shows it's working. And when I went back the first time to have an examination, because I had sensitivity over here, and I was trying to make sure there wasn't a cavity, because I already have fillings in these tooth, so I wasn't sure if the filling was compromised, and then cavities were there. No, it just, and the only time I feel the sensitivity is when I eat chocolate on this side. But other than that, I'm good. But like, I only eat chocolate once in a while. But yeah, they said I have a small cavity on this side and things like that. So I'm going to do it my way and see what happens. Because reality is, you're never going to do the standards of what the dentist wants you to do, because it's not possible. We don't have the equipment. We can only go by what's on the store shelves. Like, come on now. So that's what I'm going to do. The next cleaning is in December. July 9th, I'm not looking forward at all. I've had cavities before. And the last time I went and got a cavity filling, which is why I was trying to get a new one, was I'm going to have to raise hell the next time it happens, because I made it very clear, because they had to push down, and when it pushed down, it was like hurting me. So I said, hey, on, it hurts. Well, we're almost like, no, it hurts. You're hurting me. Like, like you're pushing down, and I ended up getting a freaking canker sore after that. Like, that was ridiculous. Like, are you freaking serious? But yeah, and then like they used a fluorescent or fluoride kind of cleaning product. And they said for the next 2 hours, you're gonna keep this on. Stay away from hot stuff. Stay away from crunchy stuff. Also stay away from alcohol. I don't drink. That was easy. So don't do soups or coffees. I didn't drink any soup or coffee, and like crunchy stuff. I did stay away from. And it was so nasty. It was all like that nasty, like, when you hear that sound and that texture, like that starchy like paste texture, like Once 2 hours I brushed my teeth. I'm like, I'm sorry. Because they did say after, oh, when you go to bed, you can get rid of it. I'm sorry, but this is uncomfortable. This is nasty. And I would like, if I am to eat, I would like to actually taste my food, not taste this. So I did everything, man. It wasn't even funny. I did not care. But yeah, I'm not really looking like who has time to constantly brush their teeth. I wake up at an ungodly hour, so I can only brush my teeth. I can't use the electric toothbrush, With the electric toothbrush, I hate because it's like you're vibrating. Your whole head is like all going, and not only that, you actually have to press down to actually make sure it's doing its job. And not only that, you have to go on one tooth, one by one. No, you should be able to. It's not like Brigitte Chewbacca. But yeah, it's just like no one likes going to the dentist. I don't. I really don't, because they always make that smart ass comment of, "Oh my god, your gums are really swollen," because you're like, it's common sense. Yeah, I was fine before, now it's not because you guys are keeping like scratching on shit. Stupid people. Stupid people. I get they're humans. I get they get paid by the big bucks and stuff like that. And then that place isn't exactly a traditional dental place. It's like when you go to the clinic, you have different doctors for different things, but they're not always there like day in and day out like a hospital. There's substitute doctors. This is the same thing. There's substitute hygienists. They're like, it's just like I don't like it. On top of which, I have this goal that I have to meet. I have until November to meet. And I'm really pushing myself and really watching what I eat and drink. And actually writing down what I'm writing down and trying to stay between a certain calorie intake. So that's why I'm not really looking forward to July 9th, because it kind of really interrupts what I'm doing. And it's just, I know a lot of people say, well, having one day without working out or doing what you gotta do isn't gonna hurt you. It still defeats the whole purpose of what I'm trying to do. That's what I find people don't understand. And it's not, if you're gonna do something, you have to do it correctly. You have to do it right. Otherwise, you're not gonna get the results that you are fighting for. No one wants to spend X amount of weeks, months, years for something they've been working on and not get the results that they're trying to get to from working on it. It's like not a fun, I've done this many times, and it's not a fun feeling of not getting the results you desire because you feel like a failure. You were like, what did I do wrong? I did everything right. Why didn't this work? Why didn't I get the result that was practically guaranteed that I would get if I followed through on what needed to be done? So no one wants to be like that. No one wants to have that. So, yeah, that's just me. But, yeah, I hate going to the dentist. It's no fun. It's just like, I don't like it. No one does. Everyone says you have to go to the cleaning every 6 months. It took me such a while to get looked at. It's bad. I don't like the dentist. I hate the dentist.